Well, some people just believe that their actions have no consequences. Filming is a great idea, Bob. As of course, that was in Sacramento, and I think that's the perfect analogy of all the celebrities and billionaires out there throwing everything away, documenting, being very brazen about it because they can't keep their hands to themselves. All of this as we have new bombshell developments surrounding the P. Diddy saga, as we have some very surprising news and developments, including now even a new accuser coming forward, alleging what a lot of other people are alleging. Now, this situation is a little bit complicated. There's a lot of legalese. There's a lot of people coming forward. There are civil cases. There are federal cases. But let's just delve into it, as it looks like there's a new civil case opened up against Sean P. Diddy Combs that now is facing yet an additional lawsuit from a man that said that he was coercively threatened by Diddy to do a certain adult act on him if he wanted to be successful in his career. Yep, you heard that correctly. An anonymous man has come forward from Southern California, filing himself as John Doe, alleging that Sean Combs assaulted him on the set of a commercial in either 2022 or 2023. That's good. That's a key detail there. Hold on there. When you can't figure out what year it actually happened in, this doesn't look like it's a good beginning of your case here, to be quite honest with you. As they are saying in a New York County Supreme Court complaint that was just obtained by USA Today, that he is claiming that while filming a high-profile commercial, John Doe described himself as a, quote, photographer, production assistant that struck up a conversation with Combs, alleging that afterwards Combs invited John Doe into his trailer and demanded John Doe perform an act on him that promised to make his career take off. John Doe called the alleged incident blatant quid pro quo of an adult matter. Doe now is coming out and filing a lawsuit with the Texas firebrand lawyer Tony Busby that also seems to be in some hot water regarding some of the criminal complaints that he has been bringing forward against Diddy and Jay-Z. The one against Jay-Z was rescinded, by the way, but TMZ is running with this story right now, and this is the latest allegation against the very embattled P. Diddy Combs that is facing a lot of very serious accusations against him, as P. Diddy's legal team decided to respond to all of this, saying, quote, "No matter how many lawsuits are filed, especially by individuals who refuse to put their own names behind their claim, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never assaulted or trafficked anyone, man, woman, adult, or minor." They add, "We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident that he will prevail in court." And yeah, that's what's important to understand here. And we told you, hey, there's going to be some people that are just clout chasers that are just going to try to get a bag here. Let's just be real with ourselves. And then there's also a lot of other people that clearly are talking about behaviors that happen within the top echelons of our political and entertainment system that are very flagrant, that are very obvious, and have been happening for a very long time. So is there any kind of credibility to these accusations? Personally, in my own opinion, I believe so, specifically looking at some of the behavior of the Weinsteins, the Epsteins, and all these other individuals that are all kind of coalescing and all kind of see themselves as gods because they have, quote, billions of dollars. All of this as now Tony Busby, the guy who has been the main kind of a leader against P. Diddy, the guy who has been corralling a lot of these alleged victims, now has court drama of his own that is landing a fellow lawyer in hot water, as Business Insider is reporting that Tony Busby improperly filed numerous actions against Sean Diddy Combs in New York federal court, according to a judge, as these cases might be dropped because they were not filed properly. The judge said Busby used his co-counselor's credentials for the court document filing system. The attorney's apparent complicity in his improper conduct may be grounds for sanctions, the judge says, as Tony Busby is now also being sued by Jay-Z. Another thing that's happening here that is kind of fascinating is that a judge just dismissed a racketeering claim against Diddy in one of the first kind of original personal civil lawsuits against him that have been filed by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, that ruled that the racketeering RICO complaints are not valid in his civil case against him. But he did say that the other allegations, specifically regarding trafficking, could move forward. Now, this is one of the kind of earliest cases that has been built up against P. Diddy. And this case also, of course, includes Cuba Gooding Jr., that also was accused of assaulting this producer, Little Rod, at Sean Diddy Combs' yacht. And now Little Rod is suing P. Diddy for being responsible for this, and then also alleging that P. Diddy was trying to coerce him to do adult acts on him as well. But now we have a significant portion of the civil lawsuit being kind of excused. Other parts are moving forward here, as a lot of people are saying Cuba Gooding Jr. is involved in all this. Yeah, a lot of other people are as well. As Cuba Gooding Jr., by the way, just in April of 2020, pleaded guilty to, quote, forcefully kissing a waitress on the lips at a New York City nightclub, which he had to plead to in order to avoid jail time. Going along with more troubling behavior that a lot of people see here amongst a lot of these celebrities, that a lot of people accuse of just, doing drugs and then treating the fellow people in this world as objects and toys to be messed around with. As of course, you shouldn't be a toy to be messed around with by any nefarious Illuminati Hollywood celebrity, and that's why you should go to wearechange.shop and get yourself some common sense creatine, as of course a lot of people don't have common sense. Let's be real with ourselves. If P. Diddy is asking you to party, he's asking you to be a low-down brother doing some weird stuff. Everyone knew about it. And let's just be real with ourselves. Let's just be real. Let's keep it 100 here. There's some people that got down just to get ahead. That head part. Again, you got to think. Common sense creatine has been shown to increase cognitive performance, function, and memory. Maybe they just conveniently forgot. Like, hey, P. Diddy's asking me to party with him. Hey, P. Diddy's asking me to go backstage with him. Hey, P. Diddy's asking me to go to the green room with him. You're a man, woman, child. No! 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 Bro. Nah. But some people don't have common sense. And they should have common sense creatine. Some of the best stuff on the market out there. And a lot of people are like, well, it's just going to make you blow. No, it's not. This is really great for your muscles. This is really the studies about the brain that have been happening with creatine. Goodness, golly gracious. I mean, this is the stuff that has supercharged my life. And I personally take it almost every day. Some people recommend 5 days on, 2 days off, but it all depends on your own personal preference. You have a 2-month supply here, 60 servings for just $53 on wearechange.shop. Some of the best stuff out there. No fillers at all, just real creatine that goes right into your muscles, right into your brain, and gives you exceptional gains in all aspects of life. Now, before going into Cuba Gooding Jr. there, it is important to note here that a trial date was just set for the Sean Diddy federal case, and it is going to be May 5th of this year where this big federal case will actually be moving forward. Now, the federal case matters because when it comes to the civil cases, I mean, yes, there's probably going to be some financial penalties. It's going to be very difficult for some of the victims to prove a lot of this. But the federal case doesn't have hundreds of accusers. It has 4 accusers. Sorry, now 3 accusers that are moving forward, as Diddy was just informed of the 3 people that the federal government is representing in the case against him, as the federal government has thrown a lot of charges against P. Diddy. And federal prosecutors do this all the time. They have a very strong conviction rate, especially the SDNY, the Southern District of New York, that has been known to litigate cases like the Maxwell case, the Epstein case, the Sam Bankman-Fried case. It's essentially where all the major conspiracies go to die. As the people running that institution, some people are connecting the dots on and saying, those are the same people that make sure no secrets come out against the federal government and the intel agencies here. As we had Kanye West previously come out and say Diddy was a Fed. Was he? Well, he had some interesting actions that we're going to be talking about as of late in a little bit here. But TMZ actually conducted a mock trial on this Diddy case where they were able to hear some of the evidence for him, some of the evidence against him. And the way they ruled was really interesting. TMZ did a full 1 hour plus long documentary about this called The Downfall of Diddy. Here's the trailer to it that I thought was done in a very sensationalistic way.
There were rumblings about Diddy's bad behavior for years. Simultaneous raids, a massive show of force.
I know what's gone on.
A stunning downfall.
Yeah, the guy was literally like, bad boy, I'm a bad boy. Yeah. That was a little bit too much on the nose there, buddy. As in this documentary, there's a mock trial. And did you ever think you would make it? Of 12 random individuals, the jury found him guilty. Now, will that be the case here during the federal case? Probably. The feds in this specific jurisdiction don't lose. Now, the accusations keep piling up. There's also accusations of minors, accusations of children. P. Diddy's team, of course, is saying that none of these allegations are true. We had some very interesting behaviors from Kanye West that actually is defending P. Diddy, that actually got on a phone call with him and released the phone call to the general public, as now we're getting reports that Kanye is decompressing in Tokyo after his online rants that talked about how his former wife, Kim Kardashian, was the trafficker and how P. Diddy essentially was innocent. This says there's a lot of accusations surrounding some people, as Andrew Tate now is facing serious allegations against him in Los Angeles recently as well here. And the case, specifically when it comes for the custody battle of Kanye and his kids and Kim Kardashian, that also is going on here. As, again, who do you believe here? What's really going on? As we're going to find out. And these court proceedings are going to reveal a lot of people that are going to be coming forward. There's going to be a lot of very interesting accusations. When it's the Southern District of New York, a lot of people are like, well, maybe Obama could be implicated here, or the Clintons, since they were kind of working with Diddy on the Democratic political party and their initiatives. No, that's not going to happen. It's the Southern District of New York. It's a lot of people view it as one of the most corrupted places in federal litigation in all of the United States. And you're telling me you're expecting powerful, interconnected people to go down here? That has never happened. Ghislaine Maxwell went down for providing a service to absolutely no one. Okay. That doesn't just happen. That's extremely rare. That's extremely impossible. That's a huge anomaly. Okay. Usually you're like, okay, yeah, you created a criminal action, and then the criminal action was done against so-and-so. That did not happen, which is strange. I don't expect any major bombshells. I do expect a conviction. How many years do you think Diddy is going to be getting? Let me know down in the comment section below. I always appreciate your perspective. I always appreciate you guys being able to be here with me, a part of this independent media organization, to laugh with me, to be silly with me, and to be able to talk about these things in a serious but kind of also lighthearted way, where we're able to get the truth out. And if you found this video important, share it. Let me know how many years down below you think that he's getting. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.